The roadside parlor is the social heart of many Indian neighborhoods, a place for tea, cigarettes, and, inevitably, the local parasite. In this sketch from S.B. Hindustani, that parasite is Raghu. He visits Haribai's parlor 3 times a day, demands cigarettes for free, and hides behind the threat of a large, unseen gang to keep the shopkeeper in line. Haribai is trapped in a common working-class dilemma. Fighting back physically puts his business at risk, and the police are a dead end because Raghu can simply bribe his way out. This creates a narrative vacuum. When the local bully has effectively gamed the system, the audience starts looking for a solution that operates entirely outside the law. Comedic storytelling fills this void with a karmic trap. It's a narrative arc where the bully's own ego serves as the mechanism for his downfall. The arc moves through 3 specific phases: the initial hubris, the fatal flaw, and the final comeuppance. During the hubris phase, the bully exploits the innocent without consequence. This builds psychological pressure in the viewer, tension only released by a total power reversal. To trigger that reversal, the script introduces a catalyst, a character who doesn't fear the bully's reputation because his own power is actually legitimate. That catalyst is Chakkudada. In the logic of these sketches, he's a former gangster who has transitioned into a new role, the Messiah of the poor. He operates on a very specific moral code, using his capacity for intimidation to protect shopkeepers rather than exploit them. He represents the good version of the street power Raghu pretends to have. The script pits earned reputation against unearned arrogance. Chakkudada's influence comes from real-world history, while Raghu's power is a hollow shell that only works on those who are afraid to lose their livelihoods. Because Chakkudada is comfortable with real violence, Raghu's usual posturing is useless. He can't intimidate someone who has already been where he is pretending to be. This setup creates the necessary narrative friction. To get the payoff, the story needs an apex predator with a conscience to confront a fake predator with none. The trap is set when Haribai finally officially asks Chakkudada for protection, putting the 2 forces on a collision course. The script then triggers the fatal flaw through a sudden moment of blind, unchecked ego. Raghu, feeling invincible, shoves a young man in the street for simply being in his way. That young man is one of Chakkudada's associates. Raghu doesn't realize he'd just attacked the one person in the neighborhood he should fear most. While he continues his swagger at the tea stall, the audience knows he's already crossed a line he can't walk back. Raghu maintains his tough guy act right up until the confrontation, unaware that his target has already been alerted to his behavior. This mistake is the engine of the entire story. It proves that the bully's need to dominate everyone eventually leads him to pick a fight that he simply cannot win. The power shift is total and immediate. As soon as the name Chakkudada is spoken, Raghu's bravado evaporates. He goes from shouting demands to begging for his life. The script prioritizes social destruction over physical harm. Chakkudada doesn't just beat Raghu, he systematically humiliates him in front of the community. Raghu is forced into a series of public apologies. He has to hold his own ears, bow at the shopkeeper's feet, and admit his cowardice while a crowd of hundreds looks on. When a bully's power is built entirely on being the man in the eyes of the public, stripping that image away is the only punishment that sticks. In the final beat, Chakkudada refuses to take any money from Haribai. He explicitly states that his services are for the protection of the poor, not for profit. This detail anchors the story's moral logic. It distinguishes a genuine protector from the very racketeers and bullies he suppresses. This specific formula, the humble worker being vindicated by a powerful ally, is why regional comedy channels like SB Hindustani often see millions of views per video. They provide a version of justice that is often missing from the viewers' daily lives. By taking the helplessness of the everyday worker and resolving it through a meticulously built karmic trap, these sketches transform a common frustration into a moment of relief.